A Memorial for Anne Smith by Jennifer Toon, Anne's friend and favorite librarian. I don't want none of them dirty books, Toon. I looked up from the library computer. Granny Ann was standing on the other side of the counter with her glasses perched at the end of her nose, glaring at me. I leaned over and gently took the book out of her hand. Then double fantasy is not a good idea. She took it back and pointed to the cover. Hot summer romance. It says romance. I took the book away from her again. That doesn't mean temperatures in the summertime. It means sex, Granny. She threw her hands up. Then keep it. You girls like all that goosing in your books. I just want a love story. I laughed and told her, yes, many of the ladies prefer something a little bit steamier, but I wanted to make sure she left with something she liked. Did you see the Debbie McComber on the new release shelf? I believe it's still over there. The women crowded around the book cart parted as Anne inched towards it. She stared at the books with some confusion. What you need, Granny Ann? Asked a younger woman named Red. Anne attempted leaning forward, but hesitated. Honey, she said to the girl, will you look for the Debbie McComber and hand it to me? The normally impatient crowd waited for the book to be found, and Anne was out of harm's way before jostling each other for space again. She checked out the much tamer romance novel and wandered out the door. Later, she sent me a message. Find me another one just like that. And I did, many times over. This is what I remember the most about her, that insatiable desire to read and escape. She told me she liked to snuggle in bed, sip coffee, and read. The younger girls cooked for her sometimes, and she enjoyed their energy and conversation, but often she just wanted to read. She was a quiet lady, who I knew had a life sentence, so I never really asked her what for. I found her to be intelligent and warm. She minded her business and led a quiet existence among us. When a friend wrote recently and said that she'd heard that Anne was on a ventilator, I knew that she wouldn't make it. I don't know how to explain it, but I just felt it. I held out hope that perhaps the prison grapevine was wrong, but on August 24th, the gossip proved true. TDCJ posted Anne's death. COVID-19 had taken Granny Ann in the worst way possible, alone and in a prison, hospital, infirmary. I don't know Anne's criminal history. I can't speak to anything about her, other than our years at Mountain View. And it is because of that, I want to say, I don't know what justice was served by her suffering and death. She was a sweet person. But to the state and maybe society, she was just another offender, another statistic, another criminal. So I write this testament that she was much more than that. She was wise. She was a gentle lady who made us laugh and taught us respect. I take some comfort in knowing she still exists as a part of me and every woman in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. We are all intrinsically linked. Anne lives on, and we will make damn sure of it. Anne Smith, 77-year-old woman living in Texas, passed away on July 29, 2020, 2 weeks after she tested positive for COVID-19. She was incarcerated at the Carroll Young Unit in Dickerson, Texas, and she is missed dearly by myself and many, many others. We mourn her loss.